up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Idiongoima Umoh. I'm going to be doing something different in this video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving my 20-year-old self some advice. Now, if you want to find out what this advice is for, then you definitely need to keep on watching. Welcome back, guys. So I'm just going to get right into the business of the day. Okay, guys, so the first tip I have to give my 20-year-old self when it comes to fashion is that you should wear things that you are comfortable in. Don't just follow trends. Make sure that you take time out to discover your personal style and build towards that. Another tip I'll give my 20-year-old self when it comes to fashion is make sure you wear the right underwear for every outfit. Now, years ago, I started hating it when I'm out in public and someone draws my attention to tell me that my panty lines are showing. So that was when I started investing in the right underwear. I hate to see a lady in church or somewhere and everything is showing from your panties are showing from where it starts to finish. So I would say invest in the proper underwear for every outfit. Okay, when it comes to makeup, looking at my 20-year-old self, I would tell her to trust the process and that practice makes perfect. And I remember when this brow trend started, I went to visit a friend and I noticed that her makeup had changed the way she did her makeup. So I was curious. I had to ask her, how did you draw your brows? How did you do that? So she sat me down and she drew the left side of my brow and told me that I had to duplicate what she had just done on my left brow onto my right brow. So I did that. I wasn't perfect. She started laughing and she told me that she knows I'm not going to be perfect at the goal. That all I have to do is to keep practicing. And that's exactly what I did. I kept on practicing on myself. I used my face as a canvas. So, and I recognized that every time I did my makeup, I was always learning something. I was always perfecting my skills until now. When I make up and I go for an event, people ask me, who did your makeup and all that? Well, I tell them practice makes perfect. So make sure that you're practicing. Make sure that you're making yourself up. You're doing something that suits you. Don't just go for every makeup look. Discover what suits you or what is best for you and what makes you feel beautiful and stick with it. Okay, guys, when it comes to hair, I would say that you should try as much as possible to keep your hair healthy. I can remember years ago, my natural hair wasn't that healthy because I was damaging it. I was doing things that was damaging my hair and I never knew about it until I changed my stylist, my natural hair stylist, and she made me realize that the things I was doing from the relaxer I was using was damaging to my hair. So I would say don't just go about using relaxers that your friends are using because you don't have the same hair texture. The other person might have a stubborn hair and your hair is not that stubborn. So you don't need something that is too harsh for your hair. So try as much as possible to discover your hair texture and stick with it. Another thing I also learned from my new hair stylist was that there are certain styles of hair I'm not supposed to do when I just newly retouched my hair. Hairstyles like braids, long braids or big braids was not good for a newly retouched hair. So she only advised me to go for weaves and maybe weave my hair and use a wig. So there are so many things out there that you need to do to keep your hair healthy. Make sure that you are not just retouching your hair in every salon that you see. Make sure that you keep a certain hairstylist and you're consistent with one hairstylist. Like find someone that can do your hair and make your hair the way you like it and stick with that person. Don't just be changing them because that can also contribute in damaging your hair. Okay, for accessories, I am someone that loves accessorizing. I love accessories so much, but in as much as I love it, I don't do too much. So my advice would be, don't just do too much. Nowadays I see all these necklaces that comes with different pendants and necklace joined together. So you see like 4, 5, 6. Please don't do too much. Just two is okay, and just to make sure that when you are accessorizing, you're not going overboard with it. Make sure you're not putting on 5 bracelets in one hand. Make sure you're not just putting on big ear. Like, no, less is more for me, and in fact less is more has always been the way to go. So don't just go overboard when it comes to accessories. Keep it simple, keep it classy, you know what I mean. Just keep it nice and simple. Okay, social media. I used to say that everything on social media are all calculated moves. Everything is being thought of. I mean, people put out what they want you to see on social media. So don't just allow that to define you. Don't allow social media to control your life. Don't allow it to take up your peace. Like I always say, make sure you protect your peace. Block every negativity that is online. You want to make sure that you're following people, positive things on social media, and not just things that want to make you question yourself and your growth. So that is the advice I'll give my younger self when it comes to social media. Okay, I would say when it comes to friendship that we should recognize that friendship is in the moment. Friends come and they go, and don't put too much expectations on people because you might get hurt in the process. Before now, I used to have just one friend and I would expect you to do certain things, be this, do that and all that. And I noticed that that wasn't working for me, and I also realized that one person can't meet every of my expectations. So now what I do is to have good friends around me, good support system. I have a friend that I can go to when I am in dire need of financial support. I have a friend I can go to if I need a bomb style, you know what I mean? So that is just like an additional tip that I would have to give you. Just surround yourself with good friends that want the best for you, and just keep it pushing. Beauty pressures. I used to put too much pressure on what I looked like, and at some point I had to recognize the fact that I am more than what I look like. I had to recognize the fact that how we look doesn't make us beautiful. Yes, it's good to have bomb makeup on. It's also good to put on cute clothes and take bomb pictures, but that is not what makes you look beautiful. All this is not important if you have a whack personality, if you have an ugly heart. I mean, there is no plastic surgery out there that is going to fix an ugly heart. So I would say that in as much as we are taking out a lot of time and money and putting it into the way we look outwardly, we should also dedicate that amount of time in improving our personality. Make sure that you're kind to strangers, not just through your actions, but your words. Okay, the best part about being comfortable about who you are is learning to accept yourself just exactly the way you are. I mean, there are certain things that you can change about yourself, but make sure that if you're doing that you're doing that for the right reasons and not just because you want to please someone. Make sure that you're changing whatever you want to change because of yourself. Also recognize the fact that there are so many things also that you cannot change. For example, I am short. I can't change that. Not like I've always wanted to. I've never been bothered about my height. So I had to learn that, okay, fine, I am short, I am dark skinned, I have hips, but I do not have ass, you get? So I had to learn to accept me for me. And the beautiful part about accepting who you are is that you're going to turn your flaws into something that you're more proud of. So I had to learn to love me first, just the way I am. best advice I'll give when it comes to dating is that trust your gut. I mean, as ladies, we always know when something is not feeling right, but we refuse to listen to our gut. If you're asking, does this guy really like me? Then he doesn't. So you're just trying to accommodate that and keep on moving. Not like you don't know what's up, but you just do not want to listen to your gut. So I had to learn the hard way to listen to my gut feeling. Another thing is don't just limit yourself to your spec. I know there's this spec thing that is going around. Oh, it's not my spec, it's not my this. Please don't limit yourself because of that. Have you always wanted a bearded guy, chisel app? All that stuff is not really that necessary. And if you've been dating a guy or guys that have beards and you're not getting what you want, then you might as well want to change your filter. I mean, my role model once said that we need to change our filters once in a while when it comes to dating. Are you used to short guys or tall guys? You might as well want to date a short guy if you've always been used to a tall guy. So change your filters, don't limit yourself. But bearing that in mind, let's also recognize that there are certain things that you have to hold on to, like the core values that you want in a man. For me, I want someone that is family oriented and someone that is not just a Christian but God fearing. I want someone that I can be able to pray with, someone I can be able to go to church with. And so I want someone that is deep rooted in Christ, but someone that would put his family first above every other thing. So there are these core values that you want in a guy. I feel like that shouldn't change. Make sure you know what these core values are, and these are things that you cannot compromise, you get, when it comes to dating, and hold on to them. It's going to help you in making better and good choices for yourself. Okay, money tips. I think the first money tip that I have is that you shouldn't just spend just because you want to spend. Don't just be going about buying things that you don't need. Years ago, I used to be that girl that if I just like something, girl, I am buying it. But I had to learn the hard way that it's not everything that I see or I like that I have to buy. So nowadays, before I get something, I have to ask myself, do I really need this thing right now? Is this thing really important to me right now? So I don't just go about spending my money on things that are not necessary for me at that moment. So that would be my first tip. Now my second tip would be to start saving and investing. I think I've said this in my previous video, that it is so important that you start saving and investing. So make sure you're keeping away or putting away a few nairas and you're saving for a rainy day. I didn't used to save, but I had to learn that it's so important. I had to learn the benefits and the value of saving. So that would be it. I think another additional tip I would say is, if you're saving, make sure that you save first before you spend. Now, if your income is 50,000 naira in a month and you get a little of 50,000, make sure that you bring out the amount that you set aside to save for that month. If it's 20,000, make sure you send out that 20,000 first of all out to your savings before you start spending that money. That's an additional. I feel like this is one of the things I love doing, but I haven't traveled enough. I feel like traveling is one of the ways that you get to learn a lot. You don't need to travel in a luxurious way. You can just take a road trip or take a bus and just go to a nearby state. In fact, it's good to go outside of what you're used to, just to learn other people's lifestyle, other people's culture and traditions. It's very important. Try out new things. I mean, it was opportune to learn a lot. That was when I was traveling for my NYSC. I was initially posted to Ekiti State. So I traveled by road and I learned a lot. I got to discover a lot. In fact, as I proceeded into every state, I got to learn so many things from that particular state. So I got to recognize that there are so many things that you can learn just by traveling. So I would say take some time off. It could be just 3 days. Go somewhere and just relax. You would not believe what you can learn and or what traveling might do for you. Okay, I like to preach about being yourself so much. Try as much as possible to be yourself and be unapologetic about it. I heard this saying somewhere that the only choice that you have is to be yourself because every other person is taken. And I also have this quote in my room that always reminds me that I need to love myself more and be myself more. The quote is, be you, do you, for you. So know you, know what you can do and what you cannot do. Know the things that you like, know the things that you don't like. Just be you, and the right people that come your way will like you for being you. You don't need to try to be someone else. I mean, it is exhausting to try to be someone that you're not. So I would say stick to being you. The only thing you can do for yourself is just to improve on those areas that you don't really like about yourself. But aside from that, you can only be yourself and nobody else. Alright guys, so these are the tips that I have, or these are the advices that I have for my younger self, my 20-year-old self. These are the things I wish I knew when I was 20. I hope that this is going to help a 20-year-old out there, or even if you're in your 30s, it's not too late for you to learn these advices and incorporate it and try to be better for yourself. So guys, that is all I have for you today. Please, I kindly request that you subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so by clicking on the subscribe button and the notification bell just beside it so you get notified each time I post videos like this. Now also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Comment below which of these tips that you really found helpful. Also share this video with your family and your friends. So thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video, and as always, remain beautiful.